Well, Rishi Sunak's EU deal passing overwhelmingly in the House of Commons today. Of course, we expected it to go through easily. Labour basically saying they'd back whatever the Prime Minister agreed with Brussels. But we had seen, of course, the DUP come out and they've reiterated it again today. Their opposition to this, you had Sir Geoffrey Donaldson there, said this is not a sustainable basis at this stage to enable us to restore Stormont. You had this morning former Prime Minister and Tory leader, of course, Boris Johnson, come out and say very clearly that he was opposing this, that the proposed arrangements under the Windsor Framework would mean either that Northern Ireland remained captured by the EU legal order and was increasingly divergent from the rest of the UK, or they would mean that the whole of the UK were unable properly to diverge and take advantage of Brexit, and said that is not acceptable. You had the likes of Andrea Jenkins, Conservative MP, backing Boris Johnson's stance on that there and describing this as a capitulation to the EU. You then had the ERG come out and back voting against this. You had the likes of Simon Clarke pointing out the massive problems with going down this path, having shelved the protocol bill to take unilateral action. David Campbell-Bannerman, one of those to pick up on what he said, saying this is an EU trap. However, in the end, the vote in the House of Commons, 515 in favour, just 29 MPs voting against this. What I did think was interesting and shows a clear shift, a clear move away from previous principles that, of course, won the Tories that massive majority at the last election, backed by the Brexiteer coalition of voters without Brexit Party candidates standing against Conservative MPs. What this has shown when you look at who actually voted against this is this shift now, a decisive shift, I think, that we've seen from the Tory party now. When you look at the names, the Conservative names, though fairly small in number, of who actually refused to endorse this and voted against the path that the government are now taking. You see names like Sir Bill Cash. You see there Sir Ian Duncan Smith. You see there Mark Francois, Boris Johnson, Andrea Jenkins, John Redwood, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Liz Truss and Priti Patel. So the two previous Tory leaders and Prime Ministers who actually won a Conservative leadership contest, and in Boris Johnson's case won a general election, have both come out and opposed this, but it has overwhelmingly been backed with just 22 Tory MPs in the end, along with the DUP voting against this. And I want to know from you in the comments below, guys, what do you make of that? What do you think this says about the direction now of this Conservative government? As ever, I will keep bringing you all the very latest on this and more, so please do whack this video a quick thumbs up, and of course, as ever, cheers for watching.